Hi everyone, I'm Stacie Renee, and today we have a lot to discuss. But first, I want to thank you so much for subscribing, for being a part of my network, my channel, and helping me grow and get a great message across to so many people that could use positivity in their life and think about things differently. As I was out today, I was kind of observing and noticing some interesting things. Have you ever just looked at something and placed judgment on them right away? I'm sure most of us have. I would like to dig in a little bit deeper, get a better perspective, and just say, hey, there's more than meets the eye, and to figure out how we can adjust our own thoughts and not be so judgy. All right, let's dive in. As I mentioned, we are going to try and figure out how to not be so judgy when we first come across something that isn't in our norm. You never know the struggles, the pain, the anxiety, the pressure, the mental anguish that someone puts on themselves for trying to accomplish their own goals, to make things happen for themselves. And all of a sudden, when we first look at them, we're like, oh my gosh, look at them. They've got this great body. They're so successful. They can get anything that they want. And it just looks great from the outside. But let's dive in a little bit deeper and figure out that didn't come naturally for them. They probably worked very, very hard, did a lot of sacrifices. And here we are looking at them and just seeing the outside. So I want to give us a couple of ways to look at things a little differently. And what does that mean for our own selves to be so judgy on someone else? I'm sure that you have even had some struggles with trying to balance your own life. The struggles of keeping it all together, whether it's a professional career, including with a side hustle or business that you're trying to get off the ground and going. If you have children, that is a lot of work in itself, and managing them, being a wife, the home life, just so much to do. And I'm sure that you can just feel the tension and the struggles, and making sure that you're healthy, because if you're not healthy and you don't take care of yourself, then everything else kind of goes to the wayside. And I think that we have to also always remember that, because that is so important. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else is going to, and then you have all these other things going on. So to try and balance that and make it through life and have a happy life, because who wants to be miserable? I don't think anybody does. So if we look at that and we're miserable in our own life, we kind of look at everybody else when they look like they have it together. And it makes you feel a little bit worse about yourself. And so then you're like, well, how do they do it? I mean, how do they balance everything, get it all together and make it look so easy? They don't. It's just a matter of perception. For instance, I went and I did a big talk for an essential oils place, and I was told there was going to be about 300 to 400 people. Nope, no. There was over 1,000 people that were there, and I was in this normal dress, and I had my hair done. I, at the time, was the Mrs. Michigan, and they wanted me to talk. I said, absolutely no problem. I had so many people judging me and saying, oh, she just has it all together. And then when I got up there and I actually started talking about some of the things that they could relate to, they actually understood and knew and realized that I had the same struggles and the same things that they were going through. And that the way that my body looked or the way that my appearance wasn't easy, and it wasn't all fun and games. That I would get up at the crack of dawn to work out, that I joined this VIP workout session because I needed to try and stay healthy. And if I didn't get up at 4:30 in the morning to get to that 5:10 class, it wasn't gonna happen. And then I had to make healthy choices to eat. And that kind of gave me a really big perspective when people started coming up and actually apologizing. And this one woman I will never forget said, I just want to apologize to you because I know if that I don't do it now, I may never see you again. She said, I placed judgment on you. I saw you from afar and didn't know who you were. And I thought, gosh, she probably has it easy. Look at her. She probably doesn't, she can eat whatever she wants to eat, and she just has everything given to her. And she said, after you started talking, I realized that that wasn't the case at all. And I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. And I thought that was very big of her to be able to express her apologies and that she did judge. And I had a couple other people that over listened and they're like, I didn't realize that you were going through the same things that I was. And I just told them that, yes, I absolutely do. And there was times where I didn't want to get out of bed because I'm like, how am I going to make today happen? And I realized I didn't want to be in that place. So I just got up, didn't think too much of it, did my normal routine of writing down what I was grateful for, making sure that I exercised, and started my day off with a positive thought, because that will set the tone for the rest of the day. And I also wanted to incorporate volunteering, because I understand to receive, you also have to give. And that is an important factor in anyone's life, because everything just isn't given to you, that you also have to be generous and give back. And so I just want to give you these perspectives that life isn't so easy, and there's a lot of sacrifices that people make. And that's a really hard thing to do. And even though it looks easy on the outside, they're going through the same struggles you are. It's just in the attitude, how you present yourself, how you have it together or not together, and you also comparing yourself to somebody else's stories and things that they go through. I mean, if you're looking on Facebook, you're looking on Instagram, those are great sites, but when you're not in that right mindset, you place more judgment on other people and then compare it to your own life. How many people do you think maybe look at your life and wish that they had what you have? Maybe you saw somebody and you said hi to them and they just look at you and say, oh my gosh, I would love to have that dress that they have. I would love to have that nice car that he's driving. There's just so many things that you don't understand that other people want. And you have to understand and appreciate what you have in your own life. Sometimes we forget to appreciate that you have a house to live in or an apartment, that you have a vehicle to drive. It doesn't matter if it has rust on it or not, it's getting you where you need to go. That you have a bed to sleep in. Do you know how many children or adults don't have beds? So these are all things that we really have to take into perspective. And again, appreciate the smallest things, because there are a lot of other people that judge you because they want what you have. And if you see and look around everything that you have, smile, be grateful, because other people want the same thing. So instead of judging others, and including yourself, and judging your own self and what you are not accomplishing, take a different approach to yourself and others. Why don't you offer up a compliment to somebody? It not only makes yourself feel good, but it makes them feel really good. Why don't you take note of the hard work and determination that somebody is doing and let them know that you see it, and also take notice of the success and the hard work that you have put in and you've done. Be more supportive to somebody who may just need an extra hug, or they may just need that extra words of encouragement from you. And also take that in consideration, of course, for yourself. Because appreciating somebody else's success makes them feel good, and it makes you feel really good. And then by all means, change your attitude. Feel better about things, and just overall have a better perspective, and know that you're not alone. So I'd like to just leave you with this thought, is to open up your arms of positivity and invite people in. And instead of crossing your arms in jealousy or envy, don't do that. Open your arms to them and welcome them in and give support and be there for them. Don't be jealous. Know that they're going through the same similar struggles that you're probably going through or have been through, because you know what? No one ever wins when you're ugly with anger or jealousy or anything like that. So you just got to look at life a little differently. Appreciate you, your hard work, your hard success. Appreciate others and things that they go through and what they have succeeded in too. Because you know what? You cannot lead a positive life with a negative mind. And until then, don't coast to neutral. Positive shift ahead. I'm Stacie Renee.